It's that time again! Welcome to YDP News. News made for kids by kids. Let's start the show! Here on YDP News, our job is to make learning fun.
What makes this show unique is that we get to pick our own subjects,
Our first school picked animals in the code as their first subject.
like polar bears and penguins.
Exactly. Let's see what we can learn about these animals.
Hello everybody, we're gonna learn about animals in the code. It sure is cold, it sure is chilly. Penguins like to eat fish and squid. Penguins are very social animals. They eat and swim in large groups. Polar bears like to eat seals and small whales. Polar bears are found in the Arctic.
Polar bears can swim very far.
Polar bears have thick fur to keep warm. Snowy owls eat mammals. They have thick feathers to stay warm. Snowy owls hunt in the daytime. Snow leopards like to eat sheep and goats. Snow leopards weigh up to 120 pounds. Snow leopards can live to be 21 years old. Their tails and paws are covered in fur to keep warm. Reindeer like to eat lots of plants. They can run up to 50 miles an hour. They can live to be 15 years old. Reindeers live in Canada, Alaska, and parts of Europe. Wolf likes to eat deer and rabbits. Wolves like to travel in packs of 7 or 8. Wolves howl to communicate. The packs include their mother, their father, and their pups.
We hope you learned a lot about animals.
Thank you for watching our video. We're the Hawdell Hawks. This is how you stay safe. Hi, my name is Jaden. I am here to interview Miss Allen. How do you keep the school safe?
How do I keep the school safe? Everybody keeps the school safe. One way that I keep the school safe is that we make sure that we practice our guidelines. Be safe, be responsible, be respectful. We work very hard on making sure that everyone knows what that means. That's always a good question to ask. Is it something safe? Is it something that it would be a respectful thing to say? Is that the responsible thing to do? If our answers are yes, then we know we're doing things safely. If our answer is no, it means we need to ask for some assistance. We also have 2 wonderful campus aides, Miss Aisha and Miss Angelica, and they walk the school. All right, so all day long there's someone walking to make sure that we're okay. You notice that Principal Allen is out on the yard at recess and lunch, and so is Mr. Alvarez, to make sure that everyone is safe. We make sure that we teach all of you also how to problem solve. Talk your problems out. Report things when they're broken, or report when you're having an issue, which a lot of you are very good about. I also do a principal's challenge every week, and a lot of times it has to do with different things to help us get better at remembering to be safe. So it takes everyone. Plus the school police come by all the time and they check up on us. And the teachers, anytime they notice something not quite right, they always ask questions too. So it's kind of like a family. You have to do a lot of talking and a lot of communicating. and notice things. And that's how you keep people safe, is talk and notice. Anything that doesn't make sense, doesn't look right, always ask and make sure, because you never know.
How do we keep the school safe?
Report things when they don't seem right. If you see someone standing outside the fence during the school day and they've been standing there a really long time and you don't know who they are, you need to tell somebody, hey, Principal Allen, there's someone standing at the fence and I don't know who they are. Or if you hear a loud noise, sometimes we hear a bang or something, you want to report that. Sometimes you smell something in the air and it doesn't smell right, or you'll notice smoke from the refinery sometimes. But someone will always come up and say, Principal Allen, we noticed smoke. That's the right and safe thing to do, because then we can check on it and make sure that we're okay. So again, it's about communicating, making sure that you ask for help and to notice. So keeping safe is about being a detective. You really just got to pay attention to things. And when they don't make sense, ask somebody. Okay, never be scared or shy about asking a question. There is no such thing as a foolish question. All questions are important. We'd rather you be safe than sorry.
Thank you for the interview, Principal Allen. Always walk in a single file line in the hallway.
Always walk into the classroom and sit down quietly. Make sure you put your backpack on the back of your chair and not in the walkway.
Never lean or sway on your chair. All four chair legs should be on the ground. When leaving the classroom, push in your chairs and exit quietly. Pick up petty trash on the playground.
Look at that stranger over there. He's been there for a long time. Let's go tell Miss Allen. Let's go. Report suspicious strangers to an adult immediately. That's how we stay safe at Halldale Elementary. Thank you for watching our movie.
How to do a proper interview.
Equipment needed: camera with SD card, microphone, handheld, boom, or lavalier, XLR cable, headphones. Program used: any video editing software that you are familiar with.
Steps taken. A. Structure questions based on the 5 W's. Who, what, when, where, why.
B. Know the questions you need to ask beforehand.
C. Rehearse your lines with interviewee if time permits.
D. In preparation of the recording process, make sure both subjects are in the shot. Make sure both subjects are facing the camera at a 45-degree angle.
E. Make sure the interviewer is holding the microphone correctly and not touching the cable. Use the headphones to make sure audio is working correctly. Test the microphone by saying into the microphone, check 1, 2, 3.
F. Make sure the camera is stable. Begin recording. Start countdown, and begin interview on action. G. Interviewer introduces themselves and the interviewee. Ask the questions that were rehearsed. Conclude the interview by thanking the interviewee for their time.
And that's how you conduct a proper interview. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, not only did it teach us about those animals in the code, but it also taught us how to interview.
Interviewing is a professional skill.
Here at YDP News, not only do we make videos, but we want to show you how to make videos at home too.
A lot of things that we're showing on YDP News, we want to encourage you guys to do it at home.
Yes, just like our next science project.
Is it one of Mr. A science projects?
Yes, I believe it's one on water displacement.
Okay, today we're going to talk about, does air and water take up the same space? Even though you can't see the air or touch the air, does it take up the same space as water? What do you think? Yes, next one.
Water doesn't take up the same space as air because you can't see air and it's invisible.
Okay,
And you don't know how it is.
very good answer. Okay, well, let's do it this way. If you think yes, raise your hand. I think you said no. If you say no, raise your hand. All right.
I think air and water
Are the same? Okay. All right, then. I got another question then. Which one of you can take this paper towel, put it in this bucket of water without getting it wet?
No, you cannot. She cannot. It's not good. It's going to get wet.
Remember, I don't want the paper towel to get wet.
Only if you put your hand and it got wet.
Huh? Definitely wet now. Come here, go this way. Found out that that didn't work. We'll go to the side so they can see it. Go ahead.
And it got wet.
Yeah, it's wet.
A little bit.
Anybody else? Come on now. You gotta do something different. Come on, you push it straight down and bring it straight up, okay? Move so they can see. Straight down and straight up. Don't bend. All right. Very good.
It's not wet. Yeah, it is wet. It is wet. It is. Can I try with the It's wet? No.
No, it's perfectly dry.
Yay!
Now, who can tell me? Okay, Jose, thank you. Let me see. Who can tell me why it didn't get wet? Yes.
Because it was put the cotton in the tissue and then he pushed it down and it didn't get wet.
Because if a paper towel is in the cup, it cannot be wet in the water.
It can't, because remember he used the paper towel and it got wet in a cup.
Because it was buoyancy.
It was buoyancy? Okay, we're gonna go back to my original question, okay? What was my original question I asked you?
Does air and water take up the same space?
Does air and water take up the same space? The cup is full of air, okay? And when you push the cup down into the water, the air pushes the water away, not allowing it to go inside the cup, therefore keeping the paper towel dry.
I'm gonna do
Right. All right. Thank you. Right, have a seat. Why did
I am definitely going to try this at home. It seems easy.
It looks like it could get a little messy, so make sure you ask your parents.
Maybe I'll try it outside.
That's smart.
Next up, we're going to have 3 little short stories by 74th Street Elementary.
They'll also let us have an interview with their principal.
Alright, we're gonna do this or not?
Yeah, we're going to do this.
Well, it wasn't my idea, so are you gonna go or not? Yeah, then go!
Okay, here's your paperwork.
Okay, thank you so much, and I'm gonna run back over to the room and I'll talk to you later.
Okay, you're
Thanks
welcome.
again.
All right, have a good day.
So where are we going? 7-Eleven. Alright.
You're supposed to be in class.
Please don't say anything. I'll give you Takis for it.
Are you ditching?
Yeah, no, maybe.
Dr. Martin Luther King fought for us to be in school.
Can I stop you right there? We're all out of class, so what do you want to say?
Well, we just left the office and Miss Dean is coming.
She is?
Civil rights leaders fought for us to be in school. Now, why are you doing this? You go to school for free and you decide to ditch?
Yeah, she's right, we shouldn't.
Now, let's go back to school before anyone catches. Oh.
Yeah.
Class, Gila.
Once upon a time at 74th Street Elementary, there were 3 sad kids and 1 superhero named Sir Laugh-A-Lot. And his secret identity is William Dickey. He got bit by a very surprisingly funny bunny that gave him his superpower.
What's wrong?
I got in trouble because I didn't finish my homework.
Well, I'm Sir Laugh-A-Lot, and I'm going to tell you a few jokes to cheer you up.
Okay, Sir Laugh-A-Lot.
Why did Steven throw butter out of the window?
I don't know.
Because he wanted to see a butterfly. Okay, well here's another one for you. What is a paper that makes you itch?
I don't know.
Scratch paper.
What is your job title and how do you help 74th Street School?
How do I help 74th Street Elementary? So one of the things that I think that I would say about how I help support the school is I go out every single day and I make sure that I meet students, I work with students, and I talk with students about behavior. I ask students about academics. And I also work with teachers. I ask teachers a lot about what they need here at the school to help make instruction better. And then I help make sure that the budget, the money from the school, helps to support all of the things that you need to have a good, successful school here at 74th Street. Someone else who has another question?
What inspired you to be a principal?
So one of the things, the question that I think I heard was what inspires me to be a principal, or what inspired me? And I want you to know that I was a teacher for about 15 years. And in my teaching experience, I realized that I could make a really big difference for more than just the children in my classroom. I wanted to make a difference for people all throughout the school. And so I went back to school and I got my master's degree in it.
The interesting thing is how principals became principals. One thing that's for sure is that you have to stay in school. Learning of something is something that you will never forget even when you're a grown-up. How to make a documentary. That sounds cool. This school will finish our show with a movie they made. We now present Rockdale Elementary. Thank you for listening.
How to make a documentary. Choose a topic.
Choose an interesting topic for your documentary to be about. It can be about anything.
Research.
To find information, go online. You can read about your topic online. Find videos, pictures. Plan a beginning, middle, and end to your documentary.
Interviews.
Interviews are a great way to talk about your topics.
Reenactments.
Reenactments are when you act out something that happened in real life.
Edit.
Once you're done filming, put all your footage into your editing software. Combine pictures and voice recordings. If you use a green screen, you could put people in front of your images. This is the documentary we made. Martin Luther King was a civil rights activist. Martin Luther King was born in Atlanta, Georgia in 1929.
Rosa Parks was arrested for not giving up her seat to a white man.
Because of Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King led a bus boycott. During this time, Martin Luther King was arrested, and someone threw a bomb into his house.
Martin Luther King did not always succeed, but he was trying and trying. Eventually, he did succeed.
After that year, he won. Segregation ended in buses in Montgomery. Martin Luther King led the March on Washington. That's where he gave his most famous speech, I Have a Dream speech.
I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
The March of Washington was a huge success. 1 year later, the Civil Rights Act was passed. Martin Luther King won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964.
Martin Luther King was the youngest person to get the Nobel Peace Prize.
Martin Luther King died in 1968. He was shot on a balcony after giving the speech. Martin Luther King's legacy will live on forever and ever.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day is a national holiday.
There are more than 730 streets named after Martin Luther King Jr.
Martin Luther King was a great man. He helped us change many laws.
We are the Washington family. We are very rich and powerful, and we get what we want.
Oh, it's cold outside.
Where's our limousine? It's running late.
I'm hungry. Oh my God, it's so cold out here. I haven't even ate for hours.
Let's just walk to a taxi.
I wish someone could come by and come help us or something. Money, please. I think food, please. Bye-bye. Come on.
Mom, shouldn't we give the homeless people money? I don't know. Ask your father. Dad, shouldn't we go give the homeless people money?
I'm sick of all these homeless people always asking for money and except having no jobs. I'm gonna go tell them. Why are you here? Y'all get a job and get off my property.
I'm a veteran. I fought in the war. Don't you care about anything?
I don't care about any of you. Now go.
Ha ha, you're homeless. Ha 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 ha.
Only if that rich family gave us some change so we could go and buy something warm to drink.
I'm freezing. I know a place we can go.
Wow. Why is this library abandoned?
I don't know, but it's sure warmer than up there.
Wow, look at all these books. I wish I could read them.
Let's burn them. I'm cold. Hey, look this. We should burn it.
Wait, we shouldn't burn books.
Wait, no, it looks magical.
No, wait, don't burn this book.
I want it.
I am the genie of the library. Why have you awakened me?
It was just an accident. We were trying to get warm.
That's all you wanted? Surely there must be something else you wish. For since you all touched the magical book at once, you all can have one wish.
We just need basic needs. Food.
A home. Clean clothes.
What? These wishes are so simple. You gotta have something better than that.
Well, there was this rich family who was really mean to us.
Maybe we could have their money and they could be poor like us. That teach them a lesson.
Ooh, I like that. Your wish is granted.
What are you doing on my property?
Your property? This is my property. You're evicted.
I'd like to see some proof.
Here's a deed to prove it.
I'm calling my lawyer.
That's what happened.
Nothing, just don't worry about it.
Sorry, ma'am, but your credit cards have all been denied.
Sorry, there is no room in this hotel for the Washingtons.
Why?
Because you're all deadbeats.
What slander? I'm calling my lawyer.
What's happening?
Don't worry.
I'm sorry, sir, but there really is nothing left in your account.
I don't understand.
Mom, look, I got some food for us tonight.
Oh, that's great. Let's go tell your dad.
You know, I think it's kind of crazy, but I think being poor has actually made me value my family more.
Before you used to work so hard when you never got to see each other all the time, and now we can hang out all the time.
Dad, can we share this loaf of bread with the family over there?
Of course, we need to help each other out. Hey, we heard you're all hungry. You want to come back and have dinner with us?
There's plenty for everyone.
I don't know, guys.
You may not remember us, but you changed our lives a year ago, and now we're gonna change yours.
You were once wicked, greedy, and rude, but now you have redeemed yourselves, and so your wealth shall be returned.
To be honest, I don't really want my wealth back. I mean, like, my life is so much better now.
But we could help many people with that money.
You're right. We need to do all we can to make the world a better place.
Ooh, cachucha.
I don't know if you know this. We live in a mansion that you used to live in, and there's plenty of space, and we would like it if you guys could move in.
Yeah! Very good!
I love when Whitey P does short films.
They're so much fun.
I hope you had as much fun as we did.
Until next time, this is YDP News.
Made for kids.
By kids.
Hasta la próxima. Adios.